Hey everyone, welcome back to Project LawnOps. Today what I'm going to be doing is spraying for weeds. I have showed you guys when I was spraying insecticide, and every time we've been out there you guys have noticed weeds in the centipede yard, the Bermuda yard. Today we're going to take care of that. I'm trying to get it done fairly early on this Sunday. That way the heat doesn't roll in and we get sidelined for another day. Now, one thing to note is before you go buying products to spray, make sure that you go out and look at what type of weeds are growing in your lawn, what type of lawn you have, because that will dictate what type of product you're going to need. That way you're not spending a lot of money, and or worse, you spend money, you go and spray the weeds and you end up killing your grass as well, because the type of herbicide that you bought is meant to kill the type of grass that you have. So be very mindful of that. You guys will see here in a second, we will go out, we'll identify all the weeds, see what we have on the centipede, see what we have on the Bermuda. I go out and mow weekly. I'm always on the lawn, so I have an idea of what we have out there. You have broadleaf, we have grassy weeds. What I will be using today is going to be a combination of 2 herbicides, and I will add some surfactant as well to help it stick to the weeds and help control or kill them off. We'll go through right now so you guys can see what kind of weeds I have. Put a couple pictures up as well. Now, there's different ways that you can identify the weeds. You can look it up, take a picture, Google it, what kind of weeds are in your local area, what kind of weeds you may have depending on your turf type. There's a lot of forums out there that talk about different types of weeds, common weeds, so on and so forth. Or there are apps out there where you can take a picture of the plant, weeds, grass, whatever the case may be, and it identifies it for you. I already know what some of these weeds are. What I want to do though is put some of these pictures through Blade and see what Blade tells us. And that way we know whether Blade is matching appropriately or if we need to customize it in one way, shape, or form. Okay, so what am I going to be using? I have Celsius. We will be using Certainty. And we're going to be adding some surfactant to it as well. I will say that when you guys are using these products, look at the label, read the labels. It tells you how much product you can use. It tells you what weeds it kills. So if you went out and you identified the weeds that you have in the lawn, you can even look online and it will tell you whether this product takes care of that weed. Again, you're not wasting your money. But the big thing about the instructions is it tells you what amount to put per gallon or per 1,000 square feet, you know, whatever it may be. So it's something for you to really understand. So with Celsius, right, the low amount for an ounce per 1,000 square feet is 0.0057. That's not a lot, right? So please make sure that you're reading these products, because every product is different. You don't want to accidentally add way too much, because then you can cause damage to your lawn as well. So be very, very mindful of that. The medium rate is 0.0085, so on and so forth. I'm not going to keep going through it. I'm going to go at the low rate with this. The Celsius comes with a little cup, has measuring on here. Now it does tell you what the maximum amount that you can put down in a year is, so be mindful of that as well. We're not going to go heavy or anything crazy, so it's not going to be very much that we're putting into the backpack sprayer to go put out. Now today I'm only spot spraying. I'm not spraying everything. Therefore, I'm not going to fill up this whole thing. I'm only going to go 2 gallons so I can cover 2,000 square feet. So my math serves correct. Going at the low rate, I'm not going to need very much, like 0.114, I believe, or something like that. Which again, it's not much, right? You're not adding a lot. This is a very potent product. So we're not adding too much. And that should be about right. I did also add some water already to the backpack sprayer. So as soon as I'm putting this product in there, it will begin mixing. Same thing with Certainty, right? Again, like I said, any other product, make sure that you look at the instructions and how much you can put down. So desired application rate, ounces of product per acre is 0.75, which is 3 small scoops, then goes into 2 gallons of water. So it's telling you ounces of product, so 0.75 ounces is per acre. So be mindful of that. Again, we're going square feet, not acres. So if I were to put 0.75, we're adding a lot of product to the mixture that we're going to make, which is not going to be great for us. I'll take my gloves off for this one just so I can reach the product. So again, very small bottle. You don't need a lot of this, and we got a very small scoop as well. 0.8 and 0.16 grams. Again, we don't need much of this product. And that's about that. So we have that. Now we're going to add some surfactant into should I mix it up? So we're going to add some surfactant. Again, it has instructions, so it tells you how much you want to put in there. So that way the product that you're putting down is effective. Some ounces. That's about right. And we'll get that washed off here in a little bit as well. Okay, so now we have the product in. We're going to go add more water and then we'll get to spraying. So we'll see you here shortly. All right, we are done spraying. So we will keep an eye on everything, see how it goes for the next handful of days. Make sure it is killing off the weeds, isn't hurting the grass. And then one thing I forgot to mention is if you guys are going to spray, make sure that rain isn't coming, or make sure that you don't water in. A lot of these products, you don't need to water in. So keep that in mind, right? If you got rain coming up, probably not the best time to spray for weeds. So also keep in mind the temperature outside. I think I mentioned that at the beginning of the video, but keep the temperature in mind, because some of these products will hurt your lawn if you spray it when it's too hot out. So definitely keep that in mind. And like I said, I appreciate you guys tuning in for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe, and as always, I will have affiliate links down in the description. So if there's anything that you're looking for to include some of the herbicides, go on ahead and check it out. Again, the link that you use does not affect your price at all whatsoever, but it does help me and the channel grow a little bit. I appreciate it, guys. See you in the next one.